Hi everyone! Welcome back for another daily from Clues by Sam. Today's puzzle is Evil difficulty. It's been a while since the last one, but let's try our best. Both criminals below Gus are connected. Mark Uma and Zed as criminals, and K as innocent. Column A has more criminals than any other column. We currently have column D with 2 criminals, so column A must have 3 or more. Since we know from Zed's clue that all criminals in column A must be connected, we can mark Logan as a criminal. Only one of the 5 innocents on the edges is Chloe's neighbor. If Hal was innocent, then Amy must be innocent as well, and that's 2 innocents on the edges neighboring Chloe. Therefore, we can mark Hal as a criminal. Also, if Pam was innocent, that would make Vince innocent, and we now have all 5 innocents on the edges located. But column A can no longer have the most criminals. Therefore, we can mark Pam as a criminal. Only one of the 3 innocents neighboring K is in column C. Mark Gus as innocent. All criminals in column B are connected. We currently have 4 innocents on the edges, so if Vince was innocent, then everyone else on the edges must be a criminal, and that means both Chloe and Wanda becomes criminals. Since criminals in column B must be connected, that makes everyone on this column a criminal, and that violates Uma's clue. Therefore, we can mark Vince as a criminal. Following the same logic, we can also mark Chavi as a criminal. Sue has exactly 2 innocent neighbors. If Ronald was innocent, then everyone else neighboring Sue would be a criminal. But now we have disconnected criminals in column B, so that can't be the case. Mark Ronald as a criminal. There's an equal number of criminals in columns B and C. Let's assume Maria as innocent. Then Noah and Wanda would be criminals, and everyone above Maria would be innocent. Since column B and C must have the same number of criminals, everyone else in column C would be innocent as well. But now K would have 4 innocent neighbors instead of 3, violating Pam's clue. Therefore, Maria must be a criminal. Only one cop has exactly 5 criminal neighbors. Let's keep working on column B and assume Isaac is innocent. Then Chloe would be innocent, and Wanda would be a criminal, since we can't have more than 5 innocents on the edges. Following currently known clues, the board eventually fills up like this. And as you can see, none of the cops has 5 criminal neighbors. Therefore, Isaac must be a criminal. And with that, we now know that column B has 4 criminals, because we have 4 innocents on the edges elsewhere, and either Chloe or Wanda must be innocent. Since column A must have more criminals than that, we can mark Amy as a criminal, and Deborah as Chloe's only innocent on the edges. Remember that column C must have the same number of criminals as column B, so everyone else in the column must be a criminal, and that turns Wanda into Sue's second innocent neighbor. And finally, we can mark Chloe as a criminal. And that finishes today's puzzle, solved in 5 minutes and 58 seconds. This one was pretty interesting, because there were only 8 clues to be used. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.